fellow Kenyans, to avert a national health crisis, and upon the advice of the National Security Council and the Council of Governors, and also in keeping with the recommendations of the National Emergency Response Committee on COVID-19, I today hereby issue the Public Order Number 2 of 2021 on the coronavirus pandemic as follows. Number 1, that fully conscious that 70% of Kenya's reported cases of COVID-19 have been recorded in the counties of Nairobi, Kajiado, Machakos, Kiambu, and Nakuru. These counties are individually and collectively declared a disease-infected area. That there shall be a cessation of all movement by road, rail, or air into and out of the disease-infected area as one zoned area comprising of the counties of Nairobi, Kajiado, Machakos, Kiambu, and Nakuru, effective midnight tonight, therefore meaning effective Saturday, the 27th of March 2021, until otherwise notified. That all gatherings and in-person meetings of whatever nature are suspended within the counties of Nairobi, Kajiado, Machakos, Kiambu, and Nakuru until further notice. That all in-person meetings of the Cabinet and its committees, with the exception of the meetings of the National Security Council, are suspended until further notice. That with the concurrence of the parliamentary leadership of both houses of Parliament and with the concurrence of the county leadership, the ordinary sessions of the August House, including those of their committees, and the ordinary sessions of the county assemblies of Nairobi, Machakos, Kajiado, Kiambu, and Nakuru are hereby suspended until further notice. In accordance with the standing orders of the National Assembly and the Senate, the two Speakers of Parliament will move to effect this decision, as will the Speakers of the respective county assemblies. The international travel into and out of the territory of the Republic of Kenya shall continue in accordance with the existing guidelines on foreign and international travel. That all persons coming into the country must be in possession of a negative COVID-19 PCR certificate acquired no more than 96 hours prior to arrival into the country, with the PCR certificate also having been validated under the trusted travel platform for those traveling by air. That the hours of the ongoing nationwide curfew are revised to commence at 8 p.m. and end at 4 a.m. in the zoned area that I have just mentioned of Nairobi, Kiambu, Kajiado, Machakos, and Nakuru. And in the rest of the country, it shall remain at from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. as is currently the case. This again shall be effective as of midnight tonight, and that is Saturday the 27th day of March 2021. That in light of the abuse of curfew passes and exemptions, and its role in the steep increase in infections, the Ministry of Interior and Coordination of National Government, jointly with the Ministry of Health, is directed to immediately review the protocols for reissuance of curfew passes and exemptions, and in that regard, in the intervening period, all issued passes are hereby vacated. That all physical and in-person, as well as congregational worship in all places of worship in the counties of Nairobi, Kajiado, Machakos, Kiambu, and Nakuru stands suspended until otherwise notified. That in regard to the other 42 counties, in-person worship and congregational worship shall continue to be conducted in keeping with the one-third rule and in accordance with the guidelines of the Interfaith Council. With respect to education in Kenya, there shall be an immediate suspension of all ongoing physical learning in all our education institutions, including universities and tertiary and vocational colleges, other than for candidates sitting for their examinations and those in medical training institutions until otherwise notified.